Okay. Welcome to Solkin Homes and the Pilgrim journey. So, the Awakened Pilgrim journey. My name is Mark. This is like my third report for this vlog, and welcome. I hope to find you in good health. I hope to find you in high spirits and full attention. My intention is to connect with you from the heart today, to connect with you on a level that goes beyond all the superficial stuff and just be direct and authentic. That is my goal, yeah. I'm on a journey that started about 5 years ago when I left my cozy job in Vancouver, moved down to Mexico to start a community, and we've been at this location. This is called the base camp, and we're basically unifying our team here. This is the intention of here. We have a call out to anybody that's willing to take the jump, make the leap, get out of the matrix and start to build your own divine life in alignment with the creator of all. So, you know, that's what we're offering here. And there's a couple of different facets to it. Today is a day of reflection. Today is a day of accepting consequences, and to some extent inheriting karma, let's say, inheriting, you know, pain that others might be going through, and it affects you as well. That is, today is really a tough day for a lot of us, but it's a completion of a start, and it's also the beginning of a new. And you know, it's like with birth, that last moment of getting the pain, you know, that has to be exerted and endured for the miracle of the child to come into this world. So that's kind of where I feel like I am today. I woke up this morning, I'll put in a couple of clips, and I had issues like the dog. We have this one dog that just wants to chew everything. And guess what? He chewed up the power cable for our for one of the laptops. And the other thing was I helped the owner, yeah, with his pool and, you know, doing maintenance kind of things. But I stopped doing that because he wasn't, and I'll get into that later, but he wasn't really aware of and wasn't really interested in what I was doing. So I just stopped, right? And the pool ends up looking like this. I'll just give you the little shot there. So in Mexico, it is common to see pools this green, and many of the people don't even know what a clean pool looks like. So, but this is terrible. Like, you would not want to get into this. So I've been able to contact them and say, hey, listen, let's do something here because this is terrible. So I'm busy in the process. With that, the power went out this morning as well for about half an hour. So you can't clean the pools or whatever if you don't have power. So we've had a power outage this morning. We've had broken equipment. We've got maintenance issues with the pool. What else? What else is going to happen? Let's see. It's going to be an interesting day to manage all this. And I look at it as just karma that personally, I haven't done anything, right, that actually created these issues. But I have associations. I'm involved with others, and they have, you know, I unfortunately had to bear some of this unfortunate situations, and so that ends up falling on me. And that is a common position when you're the individual that is trying to do, you know, you're the last resort. You're the individual that will get it done even when everybody else says no. And there are those type of characters that will do that. They're, you know, amazing individuals that will jump in and try and solve problems. But there's also a nuance to it, being that we can't really help. You know, we can fix problems, but it doesn't mean that we can change things. Change comes from within. It takes people to change within and make a realization of a different type of awareness that they need to adopt for their change to take place. And that is something internal that externally as an individual, I cannot do that for you. But hopefully through reflection, hopefully through example, it's something that we can share. So those are the little things for today. I wanted to share yesterday, I had another synchronous experience, being that I had a meeting, and also about an hour before this meeting the power went out, and by the grace of the creator of all, the power went back on, and it was an amazing connection. When you're able to meet someone for the first time and feel like you're talking to someone that you've been friends with your whole life. That is such a unique experience, and I have many of those with the individuals that I meet here on this journey, on this awakening journey. And yesterday was another one of them, and I would love to show anybody. I'm gonna put a little video in on just showing this community, and what it is it's just a community that wants to help other communities kind of start and get going, and they're creating blueprints. They're thinking about how communities can be resilient and sustainable and independent from external third parties. So I love it, and I'm going to start to volunteer there, and so I'm going to go through a lot of their material. That's the first thing to do, is to go through anybody's production material. What do they have? Learn about their processes, learn about what their intention is, their vision. And after I've gone through that on Sunday, we're going to have a meeting and be able to elaborate where will I be participant. And it's an ironic thing, I tell you, because at this stage I want people to help me. I want people to help me with funding. I want people to help me with being focused on the projects, the things I produce. I want people to watch this video. There are things I want people to do for me. And at the same time, if I use that attitude, right? If I don't attune myself to my actions, I feel like I've got it's a horsefly. It's like really big. So anyway, sorry, buddy. Having this perspective of like I need, actually pulls us away in where we're needed. Where am I needed at the moment? And yesterday's meeting was a true calling on like, this is where I can shine my light. This is where I can apply myself. And this is the beauty about natural law. When you are in nature, when you're living according to the principles of this universe, right? Not the principles of our atomic clocks that are it's tuned in with the sun and not with reality, right? Like I won't go in. I actually made a video on this issue of time, and I'll put it up here if you're interested. But when you're in tune with the Kairos time, when you're in tune with divine time, there isn't a case of like it will happen at this time on your clock. It's not the same time. Divine time works on the ability, the harmony of things coming together at a specific moment where they kind of lock in, and then it becomes the moment of action, and you just feel it. You just feel like this is, and it's almost instinctual. It's almost like the animals are talking to you, and that's kind of a unique kind of connection we have with our environment. But when you're living in the city, when you have a lot of EMF and you have a lot of pollution around you, you lose connection with that divine time, and so you don't really get to take the opportunity. You don't really get to see what is the point of action, taking action right now. So that is such an important part about this experience, is being able to synchronize with moments that are waiting for you. And it's not a matter of like when is it going to happen. It's more a matter of, are you alert of when it happens? Like we don't know, but are you aware? Are you sensitive enough, or you've been desensitized? So this moment of being able to connect with these individuals, it's called ecohubs.community, and again, it's a matter of individuals awakening up to the possibility of living a life that gets us in tune with reality. So I'll be deliberating on that a little bit more as we go on. So that was really synchronous and beautiful, and I'm going to be working on that today. And we are also looking at trying to move from this location. We've decided that the owner in this location isn't aligned with our vision, and I'm going to present, it's going to be a bit of a long one. I'll present the new location that we're going to go to in this video, and I'll add it in there and just show what it looks like. And yeah, so here we go. Okay, so this is one of the properties that Chano has given us to use, and it's just a little Casita. So Kavi's moved into this one, and I'm just going to take you to the other side. So, but he's got a lot of, just going to show around quickly. So they have tried to implement a couple of projects. They've had people around, and they don't have enough hands, they don't have enough attention and focus on the project. So they used to be kind of a greenhouse, although I question the location. It's not a really great spot, but okay. And this is the kitchen that the workers use, so we can look at trying to improve this to be kind of like a place that we can all use. So, buenas tardes. So, and he's already got water. He's got solar panels actually, yeah, but they're not connected. They haven't. And he's got 6 of them, or no, it's 4 of them. So they just need batteries, really. It looks like it in a little bit, but it's actually a good system he's got there. They're just not implementing it. And he's got chicken coops. So he's got the chicken coops. He's got another one there, and another one here, and another one here. This one's not looking too good, but a little bit of work and it could be turning into something. So that's our interest. Is we do want to have a couple of chicken or quails actually. They've got quail. Ooh, what's that? Is that bees? What's going on there? No, those are pollinators. So this actually we could actually do the bees in there. That's true. That would be a good spot for the bees. And then the entrance, he's offered us so there's quite a lot of space here. What I've liked is that they haven't chopped down all the trees. They've still got a canopy, but they've taken majority of the trees out of the way. And this is how it's supposed to be done. Is you're not supposed to chop all the trees down like what they do there to Munchanka. So okay, and this is the other property. Now this one he offered tomorrow. So it's just a square box basically, but it's got electricity and it's got a roof. So, and then they need so much help. They're not looking good. Oh baby. Okay. Yeah, the animals get really they don't really get looked after very well. Yeah. Now this I'm excited. This is something I'm gonna be showcasing in the YouTube channel that I'm gonna be promoting, and this is gonna be part of the channel and me living in the shack here. But it's actually quite cozy. So I've been putting my tent in there. I'll go in there in a minute, and it's actually got a washroom, so that's nice. Well, not a washroom, it's got a toilet. It's not really a washroom. So I think this will be kind of a funny, people might be interested just to look at the channel because of this weird it feels like it's in the middle of the jungle because it is a hut. It's very similar to a mine hut. Yeah, it's got similar features, but and it's nice and cool here, I have to say. So, and I can put my earth bed on the ground here. It's perfect because there's no floor. So this is excellent for what I want to do. And yeah, it's gonna have mosquitoes and that kind of thing, but when I put my tent in, then it's gonna make it easier to deal with that. So that's kind of the idea, is to move into this place, and I can put a little office here maybe and fix it up. So that's my plan. So we all got our own little places to dwell, and it is a beautiful, just beautiful environment with all the trees. Now I'm gonna quickly go to the back. In the front with the some of the features of the house. Cha-cha. Okay. So let's go quickly for a walk. And he's got a lot. We were talking about 20 hectares, something like that, on this side, and he's got some more land. And I'm going to show you another little video on another piece of land that is connected to a pier. So it's going to fast forward this. The workmanship is a little bit better, yeah. They've got some more. They're using a better electrical standards, let's put it that way. And there's been a lot of investment that's gone into this place already, but they just don't have the tourism. They don't have the amount of people they need to keep it running, and so. That, for instance, was supposed to be a kind of communal kitchen for people coming for tenting or Airbnb. Yeah, he's got his dome. This is kind of like a prefab dome, and this is one of the reasons why Kavi was interested in this area, is because they're kind of thinking about this thing. So this, you can Airbnb this for the night. And Gabriel came and stayed here for the night. It's going to go around, and apparently it's quite nice inside. So here's the lagoon. So we go for a walk in the lagoon. So now, when they first came, they didn't really plan much. Oh, he's busy growing. Instead of bamboo, they grow these. Basically, that's a palm tree, but a certain type that's very strong. Like bamboo, it grows very fast. So, and they didn't plan very well. They just started building. And then, ooh, that's a big one. Wow, look at him go. He got a fright there. Okay. Round 2, take 2. I did this walk about an hour ago, and when I got back to the review my footage, I saw that my file stopped at 2 gigs, but it's supposed to automatically restart, but it didn't. So I'm going for a second round, but you'll be going for the first round. So we're going, I think I'm going in the right path. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what I said now, but we'll cover it as we go. So yeah, I think the subject was that when they first came, they didn't really plan very well, and so they just started building, and the lagoon wasn't as full or high, and over time it's gotten higher and higher to the point now where it's claimed back land, and he's got some property that's kind of submerged, yeah, a little island there. So one of the things I did, yeah, was to build a little pier, a concrete pier, and unfortunately it's kind of created a couple of problems. Okay, so they've got their kayaks, very cool. They've got a little Casita there, and he's just got a Google page, but the thing is he can't get on Airbnb because I'm gonna go the long way. They haven't opened up a category of class in this area, and so they don't recognize anybody renting here. And I think that's just out of maybe just control, like they didn't so we're petitioning it. We're trying to get some people to recognize that we want to market here, and it's different price. It's like the prices in town is, you know, anything between 1,000 to 3,000 pesos, so which is around about $50 to $150, something like that. So the problem they have here is that the water's flow, it stops, and it creates this, and so this is kind of a negative effect building this pier that they have here, and it gets submerged all the time anyway. So if this was removed, possibly there is a chance to have more flow, less of this algae buildup, put more turtles here. Unfortunately there are crocodiles, so you got to protect the turtles somehow. The turtles will eat this up, clean it up, and it could be a nice blue lagoon, and maybe add some more, say, beach sand to give it a beach. And I think it could really work out to be a beautiful place to come out for the day, maybe for a couple nights. But I mean, the water is clean. The water is clean, so that is great. But yeah, if you're swimming and you bring up and you trying to move your legs too much, you know, you have your fins, it just turns into a muck. It's like a soup of algae. It looks doesn't look pretty. But yeah, that's one of the things I didn't really think about. So something of an error. They should have it higher. It should be shouldn't be blocking the current. So they need to build something a little bit more foundational. But then they have this pool. This is kind of like where the day spa, people come around and they have a little swim, and then they have a drink or whatever, something to eat. So and that's Vladimir. So it's very calm here as well. They're not into loud music and parties. Round 2. The culture. So yeah, you already got like communal washrooms. It could be a rugged kind of conference where you just it's not your hotel kind of conference, but it's maybe in waves. We do this, and we can get some the right people to come and have dinners with people in the area. I think that's the best way to start. Have dinners and meet everybody. Oh, there's Chano now. This is the ladies' washroom. It's really nice, nice and clean. So, washroom. Let me just go say hello to him quickly. Hola, hola. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. Sí. Sí, es bonito día. So yeah, it's Chano. So we just man, I get such a good like energy from him. He's just, you know, a guy that wants to have a nice peaceful life and help. See, he's all full of collaboration, working together. He's already provided the land, right? So, and that's fair. So he's giving us permission to come on the land. I mean, this is, you know, and of course there's strings attached and so on. We will get into details about how we will earn that right, you know, where our value will be of benefit to him, where we'll see that it's better for us to be here than not. And through time of providing more value to the environment here and to ourselves, in effect, you know, it's really like not so much about us serving everybody else and trying to make it look nice for them. No, it's for us so that we can enjoy it. And once we've taken a place and we've made it beautiful and we've cleaned it up and it's livable, then we can do it again and we can share that location that we just now upgraded to someone else, and they get a chance, you know, to feel what it feels like, and they might get inspired themselves. Oh, just walked past, you know. No, we're gonna get there now. Sorry. So got to keep our eye out for the recorder so it doesn't just stop on me. Right. So it was another kind of failed project. This one needs a little bit more attention than others, but yeah, so you got the roof and you've got the support beams falling out there, and yeah, so the wood needs to be replaced, yeah, before the roof falls off. So that's kind of have to be a fast thing. Get a team in here, but they used to cultivate shrimp here. So although I think they're missing a couple they need 3 at least, and a 4th one for I don't know much about it, but I think this is too minimal for doing a good job. Makes life hard. Look, because they like cool fresh water, so you can't just put them there and not have a way of giving them cool fresh water. Okay, so going back now around to the entrance or the back of the property, if you will, depends how you look at it, and we pop out here by the kitchen, so-called makeshift camp kitchen. But there's not, yeah, it's not pretty in there. It's dark and messy. So, but they sleep there. Oh, there's little ducklings. Oh, it's like a little farm here. Okay, I'm gonna go back this way. So, yeah, and here's the solar panels again. you know, they look like they were installed properly. I mean, I don't know much about, but they have a good angle and they're just not connected. I think they just took the batteries out or never put the batteries in. I think that was a project governments were, you know, you just had to sign up and then they would install this for you, but they didn't actually implement it properly. This is the back of the house now of Kavi staying. I don't know, maybe Mara will end up in this one. It's a little bit nicer. Shame the poor guy. He gets kicked out all the time. Okay, well, we're back. Okay. So this is kind of an opportunity for us to align with a owner that has property, lots of property, and he wants to open it up because we are practicing the same ethics that his cooperative, his vision is aligned with. So, you know, the doors have opened for us because we didn't know, you know, even a month ago, what we were going to do. We realized, hey, we have to get out of this situation because this owner is disrupting the alignment of our vision. And we started to engage with the individuals around in the area, and it didn't take that long. After a week, we found someone that was interested in taking us up. So we're moving there. This is, as I say, base camp. It's preparation for when we go deep into the jungle, away, and we are doing it together. We're not individuals that are just going to go out there and try and cut some trees and live alone. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that's what we're meant to do. Together as a team, we can do it, but individually, you know, looking for trouble. So, and it's not too far away as well, right? I say in the middle of the jungle, but really it's only about an hour and a half away from civilization, if you will. Nonetheless, it's still very much exposed to the elements. So, so this is an exciting moment. But for us to actually move in that spot there, we need solar panels, we need power, because they've got a bigger issue with electricity than we have over here. So we're looking at what is it that we need, and I have to do some research on that. They've got some solar panels, but we don't have everything. We don't have the inverters and the batteries. So that's what I'm looking in today. Okay, I think I've covered a nice little snapshot for today. Like I said, it's a tough day, and I hope that it's a day that we can learn from. Look at it as a challenge, not an opposition. Look at it as a way of adapting and a way of actually growing, opposed to being, you know, find yourself in a discomfort and find yourself in a negative state, right? So attune yourself to the positive state, attune yourself to a higher vibration of what is possible, see the bigger vision, not get stuck on the small, you know, little seeds on the ground, but rather, you know, look at the whole, right? The whole vision that's possible in your mind's eye. And yesterday, like I said, a lot of us struggle to be able to that transition. We're working, you know, 9 to 5. We're busy just trying to pay the taxes. We're just trying to make a living. We're trying to get some food. I was there. I know how it feels, and it's stressful, and it's not getting easier. It was easier 5 years ago when I did that change. Now it's harder to make the change because the dependencies the foundations that were available are starting to erode, and the ability to just make quick moves is getting harder. So, you know, time is running, and it's not going to stop. The Chronos time never stops, right? So, with that, I want to say that something that helped me tremendously was getting involved with Richard Grove's Autonomy course, and it really built a network that I needed to be able to see my vision clearly and take action. So I'm going to put in at the end of this is a promotion for that, and it's 2-week free, you know, course, part of the course you can get involved with and just experience it. And this is going to allow you to put yourself in a position of strength to make that space that's required for you to actually get the vision you need, right? To start to push back on all those things that close you up, that weeding, you know, they're like, it's like all the weeds start to crawl over the flowers, right? This is the ability to cut those weeds, to get clarity, make space, and then embrace that space, start to be creative within it, so that it starts to form a process of manifestation, a process of clarity, that you can actually take actions and you can get yourself attuned. So it's at the end there, and it's helped me tremendously, not to mention all the other things that have helped me be here. So, but that is the primary thing I think a lot of us need, and it's helped me tremendously to do that. So I really advise, take an option and take a look at the work that's going on and look at the amazing people that are in that community. I think that's covered it for today. So thank you so much. Many blessings. Thank you for connecting with me from the heart. Lots of love.
Welcome. You're a trooper. You've made it this far. You can do this. So this is a free introduction to the larger course. It gives you a moment to kind of get acquainted with everybody in the course, in the team there, and look at all the subjects you'll be covering. The most important thing is this provides support. It's something vital. Thank you.